Welcome to another episode. I don't care what episode this is. Today we talking about Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan. Miss me with the bull. I don't care how I said it. 6.1 million. That's how many people live there. All right. Let's Google Earth that guy. All right. Let's see what we got. Okay. If you're into the mud, flood, 1,000 year rain, oh, you gonna love this. You gonna have a you gonna have a old love fest with this country. All right. I never heard of this country in the middle of the desert, and we just gonna click around today, folks. We're gonna have a little click fest, and we end up with the first picture in the hotel with people, and we're gonna see a theme here of this symbol, as we call them, star forts. They're everywhere in this country. All right, and there's another thing you're gonna notice is the lack of people with all this greatness going on as far as architecture and stuff like that. And everywhere we click, we're gonna just scale out a little bit, and then look at the just the dome, 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 dome in a row, right? Geometry everywhere. You understand? Everywhere. Looking like a computer circuit board. Just grand structures. It's all laid out like a computer circuit board. This might be the last place on earth with free energy. You understand? I hope you do. Let's take a journey. And we just gonna click random places today. Oh, we keeping it random. Bow. And you're gonna see the old light poles. And I don't know if these are newer building or older building, but those light poles are weird. And again, we're gonna click out and you're gonna just see geometry everywhere, patterns everywhere. Look at this. Look at the star forts. Y'all see the star forts. And they run in a row. Look at that. Bow. Come over here. Geometry. Look at that. Look at the geometry. Perfectly laid out. There is nobody in this city. Look at the geometry. You understand? Just a flat out geometry laid out all over this place. Man. And as you can see, another star fort. They're everywhere in this country. I will be. I gotta show y'all that. Look at this star fort. I mean, everywhere geometry. You can't go wrong. Semi geometry. You just can't go wrong here. And we just being random. That's how much free energy technology. See, they didn't. This didn't have great fires and floods. You understand? Even in the concrete, you can see the designs. And they blurred something completely out. If somebody can, and that's the star fort design I was saying, but if somebody can explain this, what are they blurring out? What is that? They blurred it out. Can somebody get in the comment section and tell me why? And there's a dome, so that's probably a flutter. And if you don't know what a flutter is, don't worry about it. Actually, worry about it. It's probably one of the most important things. And we just being random. And we need to build a community together where we can figure this guy on out. Because this might be the last remaining city that we have left. And let's see. And you gotta check the skies out, man. Look at this. What are those lines? Is that free energy? Let's see if we get more pictures of these same lines. Look at that. Is that free energy floating around? Because I see a antenna up there. Old architecture here for the lights. And again, no people. Where are the people? Big bustling city, all this architecture. Beautiful. No people. Limited people. And we're going through the streets. Look at a little bit of cars. This city should be hustling and bustling. Humans should be everywhere. But no, not at all. And we're just gonna keep clicking and see what we run into. Uh, Somebody decided to take a picture of something. I don't know what they saw and decided, mm, let's have a picture. I don't know, but I do appreciate people who do go places and take pictures because this makes all this possible. And let's see what we got here. Oh, and that guy's scary. But if you zoom around, look at all the old school light posts, looking for like it's from a world fair. And if you know what world fairs are, you know what's going on. And again, looking like a circuit board. And let's just click around. I already click on this. Is that possible? I don't know what I just hit. And let's zoom on out. And as soon as you zoom out, you run straight into a Starfort. I mean, as soon as you zoom out. And then the Starforts run for a while. Look at that. Starfort, 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 all lined up. Starfort, Starfort, all kind of little secret geometry. And nobody lives here. Look at all the secret geometry. Starfort. And these Starforts keep running, as you can see. And they just running, running, running. Just Starfort after Starfort. This is. Oh, I was already here. Well, they blurred out the sky for whatever reason. And let's see if I can find something amazing. Look like a football field. And a super duper Starfort geometry. Like, they had a point to prove, you know? This is in the middle of a desert. Just so you know, you've never heard of this country in the middle of a desert. looking like a huge circuit board. This is in the middle of a desert. You see this big desert in a country that you've never heard of with the best architecture. And I'm about to show you some of their architecture. There's pictures of it. And this is some of their architecture. And more pictures of their architecture. Looking like a spaceship. Looking weird. Looking like a pyramid. Looking like every place in America. Except they didn't tear it down, so it still got this grandness to it. You know? It still has grandness. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Free energy. This is what every place on earth probably looked like. And you see the star forts everywhere. You see the, and I'm not saying every piece of architecture or something is related to that, but look at it, you know? I mean, this might be the last Tartarian 1,000-year range city kind of left intact. And this is how it looked in their glory. In their glory. In their glory. You know? So, as a community, we got to come together and figure this guy on out. Because there's something weird going on here. Y'all that can take trips, take pictures, post them. And just for a little back history on the culture of this place, uh, pre-modern day, okay, it said a Turkmen can be identified anywhere by the traditional tailpack hats, which are large black or white sheepskin hats that resemble afros. And that's a picture of an afro. And an afro is a hairstyle produced by a natural growth of kinky hair are specifically styled with chemical curling products by individuals with naturally curly or straight hair. But that's a picture of an afro. And this is a picture of them wearing hats to resemble afros. So this is a country in the middle of by Russia, in the middle of a desert, and they wear hats to resemble afros. That's their culture. All right. And that's another guy wearing their culture, you know? So that's just, just interesting to know. Just interesting to know. And they got a lot of statues and big, huge statues of people, dark statues of people with these hats to resemble afros with gold attire, you know? And this guy looks like he's a king, like he's wearing some kind of crown and got a scepter in his hand with a golden girdle around his waistline, you know? Just something to, here's people look like he's holding some kind of scepter. And like I said, these statues are everywhere. So if anybody has any idea what's going on here, please let's get a community chat going and figure this guy on out. This might be the last free energy place left on Earth, and before they start a war there and try to bomb it and take it all away, let's get all the pictures. Let's get all the info. Let's let's figure this thing on out and what's going on here. Is this free energy? Is this what free energy looks like? People gonna say, "Oh no, that's a," but it's something blurred, kind of. You see it, a little blurred line, and then white line zooming out all over the place. Maybe catch some free energy. Is it coming here? Because that's clearly blurred out, but the free energy is going now. So now that we saw free energy and people disappearing, and free energy. So yeah, let's get in the comment section and describe what we just all experienced together.